Welcome to London. I'm Nathan Guerra, this is Jesper Anker, and this is a preview of the Kiss Crit Europe Finals coming to a screen near you tomorrow.
Over 10 qualifying rounds throughout the year, hundreds of riders raced from their home battling to get to the live finale, where they were competing for one of 10 spots in the finals.
And tomorrow, those men and women's finals happen live and direct. Right now, 10 women and men are arriving in London, and tomorrow you can see every minute of the action. Plus all the build-up and atmosphere from the venue.
Here's how to watch. Tomorrow we'll be live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch and Mixer from 6 p.m. in the UK, that's 7 p.m. in Europe, 1 p.m. on the East Coast of America and 10 a.m. on the West Coast of America.
We have an exciting new format for the Crit Finals. Towards the end of the racing, the riders will face elimination laps, with 4 being knocked out before the final lap on laps 6 and 7.
We'll explain a bit more about that and discuss how it may affect tactics and the racing in just a few moments. But first, let's remind ourselves how we got here.
Is this Hargreaves upset? 12 watts per kilogram. It's 9 seconds. It's Hargreaves versus Cartwright. Hargreaves 190 beats per minute. 8 second. Cartwright, he fades. 3 watts per kilogram. It's always got Cartwright. Is it going to be able to happen? Hargreaves 193. It's going to be right to the line. 11 watts per kilogram. It looks like it's going to be Cartwright. And it's not. As they head into, but it's only a 15-second power up, and Cassie now still with that arrow, but Angerman's got 10 watts per kilogram every week. She does the same, and it looks like she's going to walk away with this one again with the W. 13 watts per kilogram. Cassie off the back going to be taking second. It looks like Highland.
For the first time, elimination racing is coming to Zwift. This is a format very common to real-life racing, usually on the track. And it's super simple and also very exciting to watch.
So at key points in the race, the last 2 riders over the line will be eliminated from the race. That's the lap arch on the Volcano Crit counterclockwise course serves as the elimination line.
On lap 6, 2 riders will be eliminated. 2 more follow on lap 7, reducing the field from 10 starters to 6 riders, who will be in a position to contest the final laps.
So on top of that, there's also a series of sprint laps where riders will be competing for points by being in the lead pack as they cross the new blue banner out on course, built specifically for the points competition.
So Jesper, we have this new points competition with sprinting on the line. There's some cash prizes on the line. That wasn't happening during the regular racing for the 10 races leading up into this. This is going to throw a little bit of a wrench into the usual tactics, I would think.
It's going to be carnage. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Everybody's going to be nervous. Nobody's going to let the front wheel go. Somebody's going to sprint for the points, but everyone else is going to have to sprint for it too.
Well, yeah, they're going to have to keep on battling to stay on the group. The group is going to get splintered in different ways. There's more motivation to go for something, which also causes a lot more attacks. Now, on top of that, they're going to have to be thinking about the final laps, right? Because do you go for the sprint, or do I think about winning the overall? And do I have anything left in the elimination? Maybe people will go all in for the sprint competition and say, I don't care if I get eliminated, but winning's, I mean, usually everything.
They're going to need somebody to keep track of the laps, because they're not used to sprinting on lap 3, 4, and 5. They're not used to having the elimination on the further on. Somebody needs to say, look, be prepared, because now it's going to be carnage.
Yeah, that's definitely going to cause a lot more intensity in the racing, I think.
It's going to be fun.
10 women and 10 men will start. Only 6 will finish. So out of those 6, who do we think is going to be in the top 3? Jesper, you got 3 picks for favorite women in this?
Definitely. So in the ladies category, there's Team Vixen and there's Team Vision that we're looking at. From Team Vixen, Kerry Connerberry. She recently won the CVR LA. Dominant fashion. She won 2 of the stages. She can sprint. This is a crit. It could come down to a sprint. Second, Cassie Baldy. She's strong. She won the KOM competition when we were here with Zwift in London with a competition we had a few months ago. And third but not last, Kirsten Falk. She's married to the Commissar, part of Team Vision, which he's representing. I think they know how to race Zwift. What about the men's?
Those are really good picks. I'd have to agree with a lot of those. I think you might have a couple of wild cards in there. For the men's side of those things, I think the king of KISS racing, Tim Cartwright. I mean, this guy has shown up time and again. If we see a TT off the front, he's going to dominate. Then, of course, we've got Tom Hargreaves all day long. This guy can absolutely kill it in a sprint. He does a lot of real-life racing and sprinting and track recently. And so I think watch out for Tom Hargreaves for sure. I think another one that might be running under people's radars, though, but has shown up up for a lot of sprints. Vidar Male out of Norway, mountain biker, super strong, can really throw down some big power numbers. And we've seen him win plenty of sprints if they're timed correctly.
Can I add a name to that? What about Kim Little?
Well, UK national champion on Zwift.
Yeah.
I know, definitely. We had 3. I would definitely put him in there as well.
I'm very pleased to be joined by one of my top 3 competitors for this week's crit. Cassie Baldy, how are you doing, Cassie?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, you excited to be in London?
Yeah, really excited. It's a good opportunity to race against some really strong ladies.
So this is 10 weeks of work coming to a conclusion. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I am. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting, especially with the way the race is set up with the elimination and the sprint points as well. It's going to be a very, very interesting race.
What's the strategy? Are you going for the sprint points? Are you going for the big grand prize at the end?
I think it's more likely I can go for the grand, sort of the finishing, because I'm not a sprinter. There's some really strong, for example, Kerry, she's a really strong sprinter out there. I think she's got a great opportunity with the sprints. So for me, it's probably going to be the finale.
Last but not least, everyone out there, they're going to be watching you online. Why should they give you a ride on when you're racing tomorrow?
Because I've been in a lot of pain, probably, and discomfort. So, yeah, just give me a ride on, just to encourage, give all the ladies a ride on. And it was great to, yeah, it's really great to be here, and yeah, great.
On that note, best of luck tomorrow. I know you're going to give them hell.
Brilliant, thank you.
Oh, Tom, how's it going?
Very well, how are you?
I'm good. So, leading into this 10 weeks to this moment, did you think you were going to make it, actually, as you were kind of a late joiner?
I was cutting it fine at points. I deliberately didn't start the series when it first started in like January 2nd or whatever, because I had a bit of time off just before Christmas and I didn't want to go straight back into Zwift racing again. I wanted to take some time to just get a bit of form, and I knew it was top 7 results, so I could kind of skip a few and then hopefully catch up near the end. And I had a couple in the bag from before Christmas as well, and I cut it quite fine at one point. At one point I did one of the races from a balcony when I was in Australia for 200 under, and that I had to just pull out halfway through the race because it just started overheating, and so that was a write-off. And then I did one from our Long Beach office after flying out there, and again I got 18th or something, so I scraped about 2 points. So it got to a point where I was like, I had to do every single one, I had to get a good placing in every single one. So it was never like nailed on until the last one, and then. So
you kind of had to perform under pressure in those situations, it seems like, for sure.
I was just crossing my fingers I wouldn't have a bad day, I wouldn't have a dropout or like that, because I had to get a top 5 or whatever it was in every race I did for the last 2 or 3 at least.
So strategy, sprint competition, eliminations. Yeah. You kind of got anything on your mind as far as what you're going to be going for?
I'm not gonna say outright at this point, because it depends how I feel in the evening. I don't want to go for the sprints and then not make the finish. I'll say that much.
Yeah, of course.
The top priority for me is like to win it.
Yeah, of course. Well, thanks so much, Tom, and really, everybody, give him a bunch of ride-ons tomorrow. He's going to be absolutely suffering, and good luck in the racing.
Cool, thank you.
It's going to be fun. Here's how to watch. Tomorrow we will be live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer from 6 p.m. in the UK, 7 p.m. Europe, 1 p.m. on the East Coast of America, and 10 a.m. on the West Coast. It's going to be some super exciting racing. And Jesper, I mean, 10 weeks in this build-up, how excited are you for this Crit Series final?
I mean, I live for this, Nathan. I'm a Swiftaholic. All I do is watch and race Zwift. So to see these guys who we watch only online through avatars, in person at the Bespoke Cycling Store, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome to have all of the riders, 10 men, 10 women, coming here to London to battle it out in this final. They've been waiting for this for a while. You've been waiting for this for a while. And again, one last reminder on how you can watch this. Tomorrow we will be live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer from 6 p.m. in the UK, 7 p.m. Europe, 1 p.m. on the East Coast of America, and 10 a.m. on the West Coast. It's going to be an amazing race tomorrow. Everybody's super excited. All the races are coming into London tonight, and we will see you for all that racing action live and direct out on Zwift.